So, Kevin, to kick this one to you, what do you make of the Rams advancing to the NFC Championship game after defeating the Tampa Bay Bucks in the divisional round?
Well, I mean, it was not a shock for me. I picked the Rams to win on our Thursday episode or Friday morning episode, so I was actually 2 for 2 this weekend. This game only shocked me because of what we're going to talk about next in terms of how the game flow actually went, with the Rams jumping out as big as they did and as early as they did, and the Bucks struggling as much as they did. It really led me to believe that the Rams just came out more prepared. I feel like they came out ready to fire. They came out with like a sense of urgency. I guess they were kind of over the narrative. Can they continue this dominance like they did against Arizona last week? And I just felt like they had more to prove. I mean, Matthew Stafford knows he was acquired for this particular instance, for this reason, to compete against the best teams in the NFL. And of course, knocking out the defending champs doesn't hurt Matthew Stafford's confidence, nor the Rams' appearance as a team to actually be contending or worth contending, should I say. But overall, Rams defense looks absolutely phenomenal. Von Miller was a man amongst men, excuse me, a man amongst boys. And I mean, it really looked like for the first 2.5 quarters that this was going to be an absolute shit show for Tampa. They couldn't get it going. Tom couldn't get into a rhythm. The run game couldn't really get it going. The defense was just getting torched in the secondary. Obviously, we all know Tampa's rush defense is top in the league for a reason. They had 30. The Rams had 30 attempts for 73 total rushing yards. That's 2.4 per carry. Everybody knows if you're going to beat Tampa, it's not going to be on the ground. So, big kudos to the Rams for holding on. And, we will see how they bode against the San Francisco 49ers next week. We know that the Niners are 2-0 against the Rams this year. So, curious to see how it goes.
Yeah, this game really was a tale of two halves just because the Rams got off to such a tremendous start. It could have even gotten more to a better start for the Rams had Cam Akers not fumbled the ball in the red zone towards the later stages of the second quarter. But to me, the Rams survived in this game, and there's really no other way to say it. So, like I said, the Rams got off to a really great start, but then the Rams just had all of these turnovers in the second half. I mean, they had 5 fumbles in this game. 5. They lost 4 of them. And you give Tom Brady and that Buccaneers offense that many chances, that is why Tampa was able to come back in this game and make it one towards the later stages in the fourth quarter. Now, granted, for Tampa, it didn't work out at the end of the game because despite giving up a 27-3 lead, Matt Stafford was able to rally around his troops and was able to connect on Cooper Kupp, the biggest pass being that freaking 30 to 40 yard bomb that got the Rams in the range to kick that game-winning field goal after the Bucks had just tied the game 27-27 on a 4th and 1 where Leonard Fournette ran it in. So I got to give a lot of credit to the Rams for being able to find some sort of way to win this game when they looked like they were trying to give that game away at every single turn in the later stages of the third and pretty much the entire fourth quarter. And moving forward, to me, the Rams look like a Super Bowl contending team. When I look at that defense was absolutely outstanding. They were getting a consistent and just hellacious pass rush against Tom the entire game. It did taper off in the third and fourth quarter. The Bucks were running a hurry-up offense, so that pass rush wasn't getting home as much as it did, but they were still able to get pressure on Tom. They were able to even get a strip sack against him. Just that pressure that the Rams front four brought against Tampa was really the decisive factor for being able to slow down Tampa, despite the fact that Tampa scored 27 points. Because if that pass rush did not get the pass rush that they did, the Rams could be sitting looking on the inside out at this point, or looking at the outside in at this point, and Tampa could be advancing. So you have to give a lot of credit to Von Miller, Aaron Donald, Leonard Floyd. Those guys came to play against the Bucks, and you got to give the Rams a lot of credit. They were able to weather the storm, and they were able to make the plays that needed to be made at the end of the game, and that's why the Rams are advancing to the NFC Championship game, and the Bucks are headed home.